EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Check set, 19, check 45 to Mike, 54. You go tight, you got tight, you got tight right there. Shift. Let's go. Let's go.
On first down, it's Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now second and 13.
45, Mike, 45. I want that.
Now Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there on the screen pass, and even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. First carry for Carlos Hyde. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Come on. Get it down. Switch. Check 31.
Here's Watson. Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
55. He can't hang.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Ready. Hey, watch the slant. Let's go.
Now Ryan on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Second and 10 now. Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Watson on target here to Fuller. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Back to throw, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 43 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Ryan. Caught by Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Oh, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Mike, check, 59. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Shit. Undercrush.
Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. He's got Fuller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson flushed out right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Watson now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On 3rd down, Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee he told his defensive coordinator.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
First down, Atlanta.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 12-yard touchdown run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Allen Bailey in there to drop him. It sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Motion, motion. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check three.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Freeman again. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 23. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. They keep it with Miller on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
First carry here for Taiwan Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Same. Hey, switch gears. Jam it. Jam.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson being chased out left. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Sponge. No.
Watson going to give this one to Miller.
Watch out.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Throwing now, Watson escaping the pressure, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
45. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, watch it.
Watson out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. Back to throw. Gets it off to Freeman. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. He's back to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with time running out, as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Texans 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Watson now to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. We Check 4. Check 99.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with 5 seconds left. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Kill. Check.
Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right, why they went for 2 there, even though they were unsuccessful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now they've got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
Take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready, go 80. 11. Check 52.
One last shot for Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down real.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.